Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 1233, where we have 25 moves to collect 4 ingredients, and that will get us our 40,000 points. The ingredients can come from anywhere up here, and we need to deposit them in any one of these areas down here. But we don't know when they're going to come down, and if they come down into this area, we've got a portal system. It's going to come out this way. It's all a little complex, and this is my first playthrough, as is evidenced by the fact I'm collecting sugar drops. What I can tell is I'm not going to be able to do anything with these frosting in the center. So any move I can make to hit this frosting will be good. Now, unfortunately, if I make a move down here, it's not going to repopulate with candy. But notice we've got this conveyor belt system, so I can still make some moves up here, even though the first time round I didn't have any moves to make up there. And I'm just going to keep making moves that strike this as quickly as I can get it and my moves. So as much chaos as I can get here. And now I really want to break through. I want at least one of these open. Since this has fewer layers than this, I'm going to go here until I can get all of the layers gone in one area at least. And oh look, we've got our ingredient, and I didn't pay attention to when it dropped down. I don't really want it on the conveyor belt at this point. And there's a very particular reason for that. Then there's not a candy here. It kind of gets in the way. It blocks things. So I think what I'm actually going to do is just take off a little bit of this marmalade. I know it's not the best move, but it may just be the best of some bad moves. Alright, we're going to drop the red down, and now we've got our second ingredient that came out. Here we go. Now we start to fall. And now if I make moves, it'll repopulate and things will happen here. Now notice these licorice cages. These are only important to take off, I can tell now, if I get an ingredient that drops here. But if I keep making moves in the center, then I don't have to worry about that. The moves in the center will mean that when the ingredients come down in the center area. And I'm going to keep trying to make these cascades too. So, a little piece of advice, do not worry about these licorice cages unless you need to open them, and try not to open them by trying to encourage all of your ingredients to come down this way. Now I can make a wrapped candy or a striped candy. I think in this instance, striped would help me down this way. Wrapped would help me over here. I'm going to go striped. It's also easier to set off a stripe. Look, I've got 2 stripes there now. And if I can't make moves all the way down here, I'll make some specials to help me. Got a lot of specials going. And we're waiting for that next ingredient to show up. Oh, look at that. This little cascading action here, a little detonation celebration. Alright, so I'm going to drop this down. Last ingredient, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the board, and we don't have to mess with those. Now we just have to get things to cooperate this way. I don't want to set this off yet. I'm going to let that conveyor belt tick through, and I'm going to try to change things a bit. I would love to get those combined. You see what I'm trying to wait for, right? Alright, doesn't look like it's going to work. Well, no, here we go. Oh, that's going to tick through then. If I take this out, then this will get on that conveyor belt and start sliding through. That might not be a bad thing. Actually, I'm going to do this. Look at this. We're setting these off, and we're also making more specials and bringing these down. So, a little bit tight here. I've got now 5 moves to get all of these down. It's going to be a little tough. But maybe I can convince that. Here we go. Now I've got that blue. There we go. I mean the purple. So now I can set these up. So it took a little bit of finagling here and just concentrating on this area. The most difficult portion of this game, I think, was after I got everything down to get it all the way to the bottom. So if you're struggling, don't forget you've got, hammers and switch hands and things like that that you can use to course everything down to the bottom. That was my first playthrough. If you'd like to see more videos on this Candy Crush saga, go ahead and subscribe, and as always, thanks so much for watching.